Hello, welcome everyone. We're back on stream for the Create Together stream. This is already the 11th episode, so I already did 11 of these, which feels kinda crazy because we only started like 1 or 2 weeks ago. But yeah, it's going well so far, and I also have Connor and Adroid with me here today. We're just talking about living conditions in New York.
Yeah, yeah.
But
What are we creating?
we are creating, first of all, we're gonna look into the submissions, into the student submissions, what we got. We're gonna work on those, and then we're gonna maybe work on the Cover School commercial, or on like my own submission for the coin challenge. Connor, are you actually gonna submit something for the coin challenge?
I didn't even know there was a coin challenge going on.
Oh damn, dude! Well, it would be awesome if you joined, man. There's in the
When does
announcements
it due?
on Sunday night.
Oh, I might try to enter then.
That would be awesome. Yeah, you can look into the announcements. There's like a few posts above. There's like this like coin image. Yeah, and
Cool.
it's our very first weekly challenge. So I try to like make a challenge every week now. Yeah, and so far it's going pretty well. Like we can see in the gallery already some submissions here from F. Luke. We have this. Oh yeah, that's pretty funny. Wait, but this is his submission, and I send it through Dream Machine and got this from it, which is very hectic and chaotic. Especially this like little sign on the side, which is just like almost like Half-Life 2 prop physics glitching out.
Nice.
No, yeah. There's also a few more in the making by other students. Paper. Oh yeah, I already worked on these yesterday. Yeah, we can close these. Close that. Yeah, Marie actually sent in her coin challenge project file. So this is what she made. It's an abstract render of the coin with some background procedural texture, and I'm thinking this is her on the coin. I've never seen a picture of her, so I can only what's it called?
Imagine.
Imagine. Yes. But yeah, let's download that project file and see what we can do with it. Sure.
I'll be back in a second.
Sure. Oh yeah, actually I installed the new Blender version, Blender 4.2. It came out I think today or yesterday. And the new Eevee, like it's called Eevee Next. Eevee is like so much better now. It just looks much nicer. It's got a bunch of new features. It's really worth to upgrade. Yeah, let's see what Marie did here. Go into render view, which is Eevee. Oh, I think. Marie, are you using Eevee for the final render? Where's the image on this? Campbell's. I'm not seeing the image right now, or do I need to switch to cycles to be able to see it? Oh, I don't see it. Marie, maybe you didn't pack the project file, so I don't see the image on the coin. External data. Yeah, I don't think it's packed. Like when you send in a project file, make sure that you go here into File, External Data, and then just enable automatically pack resources. That way when you save it, all image files are saved inside of the blend. So if you send it then, I will have all the image files. Something to keep in mind though is that it doesn't pack video files. So video files you still need to deliver separately. Somia says I'm also going to submit, uploading like 5 minutes. Ooh, nice. Alright, also excited to see that. But okay, so I can't see the image on the coin itself yet. But something that I would really like is if the background animated, right? If the background noise pattern was moving a little bit. And I think you did that in the past already. But we can very easily do that by giving the noise texture a fourth dimension. Which is pretty cool to think about that, yeah, you have access to a fourth dimension inside of Blender, which is this W here. Does the W actually stand for anything? But basically, you can think a little bit of it like time. Because if you change this, the pattern changes as if it was like growing. So to quickly add a driver, because I could animate this by hand, right? Just like put in keyframes, but you can also use a driver very easily to animate things automatically over time. For that, just like click into that field and put in the hashtag symbol. I forgot how it's called. How's this symbol called again? And then you can just write frame. Frame will basically put in the number of the current frame, right? So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to divide that by 50 to get much lower result. Now you can see on every frame it adds 50 to the value, but I need to make it much slower. Okay, that's better. Even slower. Divide by 600. Maybe make it even slower. Maybe by 1000. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I kind of like that. Something that I think would also be really cool if we added some glow to this in compositing. So let's use the compositor. I'm going to use this down here as the image editor. Wait, not the image editor, the 3D viewport. Because we can actually see the compositing in real time now. Disable all of this, and then I wanna, in camera settings, how do I select the camera? Like this. I want to put this passe partout to 0.99 to just have it almost black. Compositing. So, we got the render layers here, we got the glare, some RGB curves. We just need to enable it for the viewport by clicking this. Okay, so yeah, now we can see the glow happening right in the viewport, which looks much nicer. Do we actually, like, did you render it with the glow? Let me see. Oh yeah, you did render it with the glow. Very nice. Yeah, so I guess I just showed you how to look at it in the viewport itself. Yeah, that's a pretty cool silver coin. I mean, you usually do very like kind of like abstract minimalistic art, so I don't want to take it too far away from your from your personal art style. But I'm trying to think of like some things I could add to this. Like something that would be cool, I guess, would be a little bit of an environment around it, like something more to the coin, like something that tells a little bit about the coin. What could that be? I mean, something pretty easy, something that I did in my render was I added like a hand holding it, right? But for you, since the coins are kind of like spinning in place here, I could imagine it being pretty cool if there was just a finger coming in and the coin like spinning on that finger. But it's also not rotating in exactly one spot, so maybe that doesn't work either. Or maybe we could try out some particles. That could be cool. Like when it's rotating around, it's like kind of like spawning particles. Let's try that out. I don't want those. Alright, okay. Thinking if we should use geometry nodes or the classic particle system. Because I'm not super confident with geometry nodes yet when it comes to simulation, but what the heck, let's just give it a shot. Let's see if we can make it work. Geometry nodes. I think what I'm gonna do is I will give us just to start with. Wait, a problem, something that could be a problem though with geometry nodes is that there's, I don't know, I think a way to like get velocity from object, right? So the particles get velocity from the spin is very complicated using geometry nodes. So let's actually go with the particle system for now. Okay, we can just play it back the whole time while adjusting it. I'm gonna put the end frame here to 250, so it spawns particles the whole time. And the source, can we have a little bit quicker playback? No, that's fine. The source, I want to go with volume and random. But it doesn't look super random. It looks like we get a lot of particles on the bottom there. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. Oh wow, I think there's some... Yeah, because now it started to move around again. I think there's some geometry in here that's kind of making it stay in one spot. It starts moving around and then... Whoa, it's pretty trippy. Yeah, I think that's what's happening, because there's a lot of particles spawning down here, so there must be some kind of extra geometry that's like spawning all of them. But how do we figure that out? I guess maybe by moving individual parts here. I want to see, maybe it's the modifiers. Just gonna disable these two, see what happens. Yeah, this looks like more... Okay, this kind of breaks it. Okay. So the bevel modifier seems to do something strange, where it's like not distributed equally, but maybe we can just put the particle system in front of it. Yeah, that solves it. Okay, that's a solution. Marie says, can you try particle system too? I'm also not familiar with GeoNodes. Ah, okay. Yeah, let's go with the classic particle system for now. I'm already gonna add a little object that we use for the particles. So for that, I'm just gonna go into, yeah, I guess set is fine. I'm gonna add, what could these particles be? I think it would be cool if they were kind of like unevenly shaped, so they would catch light in different moments. So I'm gonna create a very low poly, maybe just a cube, just one cube, and just like move the vertices around, so it's maybe a little bit more like a plane. Kind of something like this. Just something, I want to create something basically that refracts and reflects light in unique patterns. So something like this could work. Okay, I'm gonna call this particle, and I'm gonna move it into a particle collection. Particles. Put that into set, and then I don't want to see it though. Okay. I don't want to see it. Okay, and then in render, I go into object, I select my particle. Okay, and now it spawns these objects. Actually, we can already give it kind of like the correct material, right? Let's move it down so we can see our particles while we edit it. I'm gonna go into the shader editor and make it metallic because I wanted to, yeah, catch reflections mostly. Maybe a little rough, so it catches a little bit more. So, like that. That could be cool. Okay, and then we want them to have kind of random rotations. For that, I'm gonna go to rotation, and then have, yeah, velocity is fine, randomize it all the way, random, what was this phrase? Random phasing? Random phase, yeah. And then I'm gonna use dynamic to make them actually move. And I guess with velocity we can make them move around while they are moving. Oh, I guess random is maybe better? Yeah, random works a bit better. Okay, then I want to turn off the gravity for this. I think it's gonna look cooler if it's kind of like floating away. Okay, I'm just gonna go through some settings here to make it look more in the direction that I want it to, which would be show emitter, yes, scale. I definitely want to have it smaller, pretty small, so like just like be like a cool little detail. Then maybe the scale randomness, increase that a little bit. Yeah, that could be cool. And then I want the velocity. Is this? No, that's not the one I wanted. Velocity from the normals to be 0, so they're just being spawned basically by the coin. And then with object velocity, they should, yeah, now they're being affected by the movement of the coin itself, right? So if something spawns on the outside, it gets thrown out quicker. I also want to increase the lifetime so they stay longer. That's kind of interesting. Yeah. Connor is in a meeting. All right, have a good meeting, Connor. Marie says also maybe it can have different objects with different shapes. Yeah, we can do that. Oh, Marie, actually, it would be really helpful if you use the Discord stream chat to talk, because that way I get a bot reading out your messages, so I can react to them in real time. Okay, yeah, so this is starting to look pretty cool. I'm not sure if I want to have like that many particles in the center here, so I think I'm gonna create a vertex group for the outside ring. Yeah, let's try that. So I'm going to edit mode, selecting this outside ring here, and then with Control Plus I can select more of that. Maybe like this much. Oops, that was too much. Okay, again. Like this. Control G to group, assign to a new group. And then I should be able to... How do I do this on Discord? Wait, I can show you. So on Discord, right, we have this stream chat channel here, and if you type in, I can show you. If you type in a message here, all students can do this. So if a student types in a message in here,
Calva said, "Hello, test."
It will be read out to me out loud, so I can react in more in real time with you. That would be very nice. If you're watching this on your PC, you can just like come into the chat with your phone and type it in that way. But yeah, yeah, that makes my interaction with you a little bit easier. Okay, let's see, vertex group. So I want the density to be that group, right? So now it's only spawns for the most part on the outside, not completely. That's kind of strange. Maybe I selected too many vertices. Let's see, so select, maybe I don't need these on the outside, so I'm gonna remove those. I think that's more like it. I'm not sure if it's actually... Oh no, it's actually spawning the one on the inside. Oh, maybe that's because I use volume. I need to use faces then, probably? Ah, yeah, here we go. Now it's doing what I wanted it to do. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm wondering if I can also add collision, so if the particles hit the object again, they get swept away. Let's see. So I'm gonna go in here, collision. Does this work? So when it like spins around here, it should collide with the other ones. I'm not sure if that's actually working. The playback is just slower. Okay, now let's get rid of the collision again. And I want to add a force field that kind of like displaces the particles in a cool way. So I can do that by just adding force field, and I like to use the turbulence because that like gives particles an interesting pattern. So like that, and then increase the strength, the size maybe also. Maybe smaller size. I want to like have little pockets of turbulences. Okay, and to make the particles like follow like a kind of like a turbulence path a bit more, you can use this flow value here. So that way they kind of like flow into those air pockets. Less strength. I just want it to be kind of subtle but satisfying. That's probably still a bit too much. 0.5. 0.1. Yeah, that's pretty satisfying. Yeah. Can we increase actually the velocity the particles get from the coin? So instead of one basically copies the movement, the speed of the part of the object where it spawned. But if we can do it more than one, so like 2 or 3, it should come out quicker than the object itself. Which actually works. That's pretty cool. So this way it feels more like those particles are being thrown off of the surface, which is a little bit more of what I want. I still want the collision though. I'm thinking of adding just like another coin inside of the coin for the collision. Let's try that. So I'm adding a cylinder. Just gonna scale it down to like fit coin shape. I'm gonna parent it with inverse to the original coin, so that way it copies its rotation. Ah, but I see you applied the. Oh, did you? Local? Oh yeah, there's it's offset, like the axes are baked into an offset position. So because usually the y-axis would follow this direction of the curve of the coin, right? But you maybe in edit mode you moved it around, so the original axes are not correct anymore. But that's fine. You can just like manually align it then, because it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to do its effect. That's cool. Like that. Okay, then scale it up in both directions here. Okay, that should work. Okay, and then we're gonna add a collision object, collision property to this. And now it should collide with the particles, right? Yeah, it pushes the particles away here. Nice. Okay, cool. Maybe we should make it a bit thicker. Marie, have you figured out how to use the stream chat yet? I would like to, see if that works. Okay, nice. And then I just want to make sure that this object is not getting rendered. I'm going to turn off all the visibilities here, and also turn it into a wireframe. Haven't found the chat, really? It should be right above the live stream, the stream chat channel here.
I have set the screenshot in the general chat. Yeah,
okay.
that can help.
Oh yeah,
You have
maybe
to
she
block
has it
that.
disabled. Yeah. Thanks for the tip, man. Yeah, that could be the case. Alright. Okay, so yeah, we got this collision working now. That's pretty nice, pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think this is kind of cool. This is the force, right? Maybe we can make it a little bit more interesting. Yeah, that's kind of cool. There's also maybe a force that could fit with this one really
Marie
well.
on Heart said, HII.
HII, yeah, hi.
I found it.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, this is really cool. Like I can just basically talk with you through text. Okay, let's see. I want to use another force, the vertex, the vortex. Let me disable this one for now. Oh, actually, I'll just. Oh, the original coin is here. Okay, actually, I'll just put the strength to 0, and I want to see how the vortex force looks like. Ooh.
I love the vortex.
It's a bit strong right now. It's also pulling things in. It should push them out a little bit more, in my opinion. Ah, I see. If we inverse the inflow, that's what it does. Strength -2, other direction. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's kind of cool. And it's like spinning together with it. Oh, yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Eric said, hey, slightly smiling face.
Hey, slightly smiling face. How are you doing?
Hi,
Hi.
I didn't know how to use this, so I'm trying to learn how to use Discord. I am really new
Yeah.
to Discord.
I see. But yeah, you're figuring it out. It's actually really fun to use the text to speech bot, right? With like you just typing it in and then it says out loud. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love the bot actually.
So yeah, I feel like yeah, I kind of like this. This feels pretty interesting. Let's see. I would like the only thing is that because of the chaotic background, the particles are not that easily visible. So I want to try out how it looks with a simpler background. Let's just plug in a black background for now, just see how that looks. That's a bit sad. That's too dark. How would it look like? Ooh, I'm gonna make the particles glow a little bit. Let's see. We can do that. I'm gonna do that with the object here. Then I'm gonna put a Fresnel node into the emission color. And the strength should be on. Alright. And now we can see them really well. Even more. Okay. The Fresnel, we want it to be very sharp, so it's only catching. It's almost like the particles are catching some kind of reflection. It's pretty interesting. It's a bit. I don't like how the particles are kind of like collecting on the bottom and on the top. It's a bit strange. I guess I'm also gonna wait. Marie, I don't.
Marie
have
on Heart said,
your-
how can I add my face engraved in the coin instead of the star?
Yeah, you already did that, right? But I don't have that in my file. Maybe you can send it again? Because I'm trying to like... Okay, yeah, I don't have this image here. I'm missing this image to be able to see it. So let me just like disconnect this. Roughness. Why is it so dark? Where's the light actually coming from? Are there light sources? Oh, I see. This is the shader I made. You changed it to be white. I see. I see. Okay, so we don't have
Adroit
any
CG,
light
I
yet.
said. But is replacing the star allowed for the challenge?
I mean, it's stretching the rules, but yeah, I mainly said it should be a coin-related render, right? With the star, it was a little bit more of kind of like inspiration to get you guys started. It doesn't need to be a star, but I like to think of if people used the star, it would feel like it's the same coin through different dimensions, through different Spider-Verses, right? So yeah, if you use the star, it's appreciated. But if you feel like you have a better idea or you want to do something else with the coin, yeah, don't feel like you need to use the star specifically. Okay, so yeah, I understand now, I think. So we don't have any real
Marie
lighting in the
Onhart
sea yet.
said, I sent you the image.
Ah, okay. Let me get that. Get that image. Ah, here it is. Soup. Save image. Download. Okay, now I should have it in here. So this is the base color. Then if I load it in here, I should get it. Where is it? Okay, I guess it's just because we don't have any lighting in the scene. So I'm gonna add an area light here. Ah yeah, there we go. There's the beautiful coin. Okay, that's kind of cool, yeah. And then I can imagine these particles looking really cool with some depth of field and motion blur. Yeah, I just want to like get rid of them on the top here. Maybe we can just add two little forces on the top and bottom that pushes them away from there. Let's see. Just a normal force. Then we wanna make sure it has a maximum distance, so it's only like pushing up to here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna do the same for the bottom. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's add some... Where's the camera? Is that camera hidden? Oh no, here it is. Why can't I see the camera? Wait, this confuses me. Why can't I see the camera? What?
Eric
Change it,
said,
but...
I definitely need to rewatch the stream to see how you did the particles around the coin. Looks awesome.
How does this bot say awesome? Awesome, man. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy you guys like the particles. All right. Actually, instead of the sphere, I'm gonna use the not cone, tube. So maximum distance. Both these. Wait, how do I... Tube. I don't think this is the right thing. Sphere. Cone. Oh, I guess this is kind of the shape that I need. So like this. It only does the
Marie
top
Onhart
part.
said, yes, me too. I
Both
really need to
these,
rewatch the stream,
plus
as I want to do it the
mousy.
same as you did. This is a great learning approach, as I see its slightly smiling face.
Nice. I'm happy you like it. Yeah. Wait. So these forces are confusing me a little bit. Okay, I guess it doesn't fully work how I want it to work, so I'll do it again how we did before, by just like placing these forces around the parts where I don't want particles. So like here, and here, and one here. Yeah, that should still fix it. I'm gonna increase the force a little bit. Okay, cool. But yeah, I'm still wondering why I can't see the camera. Like, what's up with the camera? Where is it? But I want to try out to give it some depth of field and stuff. So depth of field, focus on the coin. We can reduce the f-stop so we get some nice depth of field. That's cool. That's cool. And then here, ray tracing, motion blur. If you want some motion blur. Alright, cool. And I guess we can try to get the world background back in. Oh, it's very blurry now. Maybe we can just make it darker instead of like completely black. Oh, like this, so it's like a little bit like a star. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. Particles might actually be too bright now. The original coin. There's our particles. Yeah, this one. Come to object here. Okay, make this a little bit darker. Actually, do we even need it at all anymore? We don't really need it anymore. Yeah, we don't need it to glow anymore at all. Nice. Okay, I think this looks pretty interesting. It's like the moving background.
Eric
Particles
said,
going around.
in which situations would you suggest to use Eevee instead of cycles? I mean, Eevee is more for unrealistic things, but Eevee is getting better and better from the new updates.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can use Eevee for final production stuff at this point. It looks really good. I guess it just depends. With Eevee, it's just a bit more work to make things look good. Like, you might need to do a little bit more of manual light placement and lighting setup. Cycles is just uses more computing power to make it easier for you to have a realistically looking image. So I would just say, if you have the computing power, use Cycles, and if you don't have the computing power, use Eevee. Like, if Cycles just takes too long for you to render, stay with Eevee, because you can still get a really, really good image with Eevee. Yeah, that's not really... You don't need to use Cycles at this point. Okay, I want to see how this looks rendered. Let's see. I'm imagining it looking pretty cool with the motion blur. I'm not sure if I see any motion blur, but I think in general this is pretty interesting. Maybe I need to bake the animation. Actually, let's make the particles a little bit smaller. They are a little heavy for me right now. 0.3. This 0.3. Yeah, a bit more subtle. That's cool. Nice. Oh, actually, we still have the one force here. The oh, this is not lights. Set turbulence. There we still have the turbulence. We're not using it much right now. What happens if we pump it up? Interesting. It's maybe a bit too chaotic. I think that's a good value. Yeah, now it creates some sort of patterns in this kind of like vortex cloud. So yeah, I think that's cool. I can start a render here in the background so we can like see how it looks rendered. And let's do 16, I guess. Motion blur. I've got to bake this animation. Let's bake it. And we can actually see how this would look in Cycles. Let's check it out. Yeah, I mean, you see it's honestly not that different. So, Cycles in general, the motion blur and depth of field looks much better, in my opinion. Yeah, but other than that, it looks almost the same. And we can do a little direct comparison, actually. So let me render slot 1 with Cycles. Oh, that's a lot of samples. 4,000 samples? We don't need that many. We don't need 4,000 samples. Let's go with 240, and then we denoise it afterwards. Yes, okay. Alright, cool. So this is Cycles, and then in slot 2 I will render Eevee. Oh, I saw that the modifiers are not enabled for rendering. So we need to make sure that's enabled. Yes. Do we have motion blur enabled? Yes. 0.5. Okay. Let's render it again.
Eric said, your renders times are so sick with your two RTX 3090s.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty lucky that I have a powerful PC to render Cycles with no problem. Okay, so yeah, this looks pretty cool. And then slot 2 we're gonna use for the Eevee render. Eevee, we have all of this stuff enabled. Depth of field. Motion blur, yep. Sample 16, okay, that should all look pretty good. Let's render it. And it's done. Okay, so in comparison now. Eevee took 1.5 seconds to render this image, and Cycles took almost 5 seconds to render this. And honestly, it looks very similar, right? Like, I mean,
Eric
there's
said,
differences.
would
but
you suggest to have two powerful 3090s or one big 4090?
I actually built one computer with a 4090. And it was basically the same power. Like two 3090s are basically the same as one 4090. So I would say go with one 4090 because the setup and the usability of just having one GPU is just better, because some programs don't support multi-GPU. So yeah, it's better to have one GPU. But yes, you can see Eevee and Cycles are very similar. I can see with Cycles, I see a little bit more detail in the rim here, right? Like a little more detail in the reflections here. That we don't have in Eevee, but honestly, like, these
Adroit
are so
CGI
similar.
said, what I've seen is, watching rendered image in Blender's render viewer, it shows a bit blurred image, and if we save that image and then see, it comes more clear. IDK if it's just me.
I don't really understand that. Watching rendered images in Blender's render viewer shows a bit blurred image, and if we save the image and see, it comes more clear. I'm not super sure what you mean with that. But I'm gonna render out this as a video for Marie. Let's see. I'll just go like this. MPEG, and use the preset here H.264 and MP4. And then I will render it. Should be pretty quick with 1.5 seconds.
Eric
per frame rate.
said,
Yeah, that's pretty
Yee,
quick.
I was thinking about getting a 4090, but I guess I wait for the 5090, even when the 5090 will be sold out for month again.
Yeah, I mean, I really have no idea how powerful the 5090 is going to be. It's probably going to be insane. But actually the 90 series, right, like 4090, 3090, those are all, like, the cost of them is not really worth them. Like, I think for most people you are better off getting the 80 series, right, like the 3080, the 9080, not 9080, 3080, 4080, because the performance step up to the 90 series is not equal to the amount of money that you pay on top. So yeah, I would still suggest if you don't do it professionally and you don't need the top latest power, go for the 80 series instead of the 90 series, because you can save a lot of money and you don't even get that much more power out of the 90 series. Okay, this is rendering pretty quick. It's only half a second now per frame. It's pretty impressive. Okay, that's done. Let's look at the result. Ah, that's interesting. Yeah, I kind of like it. It's a bit chaotic, especially with the shadows like flying over the coin here in the center. But it's interesting for sure. I'll send this in the in your submission. There you go. All right. Let's see. We also have something by Adroid here.
Eric said, "Oh, thanks for the tip. I just always like to buy the biggest on the market right now when I invest in new things so that it lasts longer." Marie Onhart said, "I love the chaotic look."
I'm happy you like it, Marie. And Eric, I mean, yeah, like obviously it's like really cool to have the latest and greatest, but it's not the best decision.
Adroit
most of the
CGI
time.
said, "I have sent my doubt screenshot in chat."
Your doubt screenshot. Wait, your doubt screenshot? What do you mean with that? Oh, I see. This is oh, this is more pixelated and this is sharp. So this is Blender, this is Window, Image Viewer. Okay, interesting. So I guess, I mean, to me this looks like a anti-aliasing issue, right? Like it just looks like Blender has a weaker anti-aliasing than the Image Viewer.
Yeah, actually, that's the same image which was saved, and I opened that with the Windows Image Viewer, and it was more clear rather than seeing it in the Blender Image Viewer.
Yeah, I think just Blender doesn't have such good anti-aliasing for the viewport, because sometimes you can definitely also see it here, like maybe not on the stream, but I can definitely see it, like depending on the zoom level. Like right now, this edge here is very smooth, but if I zoom in one point, I can see like very obvious pixel edges. And then I zoom in again, and it's different kind of pixel edges, and then again, and now it looks smooth again. So yeah, I think Blender just doesn't have the best anti-aliasing. Well, let me look at your submission again here. So models in Maya and rendered in Blender Cycles. I don't know exactly what I want, but just want to know what can make it more better, like lighting, presentation, and stuff. Link to the file in full as render. All right, let me get that. Let me get that file. Play around. The model itself looks really nice. Yeah. I feel like the model is cool because phones, like when you present them, are like very high polished and stuff anyways. It's just the environment feels fake to me right now because it's very smooth, and also the way I guess this corner is beveled, it's very perfect, very CG. So I would try to like make this environment a little, either you can make it even more simple, right? So you don't need to make it realistic by just like having like a flat plane. Oh, something that I just imagined that could look cool actually would be kind of like a frosted glass plane, and then some light that shines through it from the bottom. Maybe that's something I could try out for you here. Yeah, the light is a little bit too flat. Like there's definitely potential, especially with these curved edges of the phone, to like get nice long reflection streaks in them, and maybe on the lenses too. Yeah, let's try that out. bum. Okay, Marie, I'm actually gonna do this thing that I told you with like the external data, automatically pack resources, and then I can easily send that back to you. Downloads. I'm gonna call this test Calva v2. Alright, here you go. Okay, let's see your setup here. I'm gonna get my layout here. Blah 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 bloop 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 bloop. Why is it loading so long? Okay. Wow. The shaders you have in here seem to be very, very heavy. Still loading, still loading.
Adroit CGI said. Blender kit shaders smiling face with tear.
Oh, the heavy Blender kit shaders. Let me actually, I don't know if you guys knew this yet, but I have a standing desk, so I can just have the whole thing move up. Oh, looks like a very epic cinematic camera move. I'm gonna stand a little bit. Alright, here we go. Okay, reloaded. We're in. Okay, where's the desk? No. Wait, wasn't there a desk in this render? Yeah, there's a plane usually, right? I think I'm missing that plane. That's strange. Oh, when I render it, is it visible then? No. Okay. That's weird. I don't have the plane that you have, but I guess that's fine. And okay, yeah. I'll just try out the light idea I
Adroit
had.
CGI said. No, actually, I deleted it later after render.
Ah, I see. Okay, okay. Okay, let me try some stuff out with my glass plane idea here. Samsung could probably still be cool. Oh, let's add a plane.
NGL, that desk showed better camera movement than me.
Yeah, the desk has some crazy camera moved cinematography skills, man. This desk is Hollywood. Great cinematographer. Okay, so I got this plane here. I'm gonna make it a little thick to give it some volume. Solidify. That's cool. Alright, then I'm gonna switch this to render mode. It's using cycles, right? Yep, nice. Am I using... It's only the second GPU. I guess all these settings should be fine. First, I'm gonna just pump them up a little bit to make sure it looks realistic. Should be fine. Yeah, should be good. Alright, then I want to disable the lights that you have right now, for now. I'm gonna create a new collection, call it light. I'm just gonna turn them off in the viewport for now. Okay, and then I want a new one. Area light. rotate that around. Okay, and then make this shader. Yep, shader. Make this translucent, transmission. Okay, roughness. Maybe that's not exactly what I need. Let's see, translucent. Translucent BSDF. Okay, and making this source here a little smaller. Oh, that's pretty bright. Okay, no, it does kind of do what I want it to do, but it's not. Doesn't look great yet. There's some thickness missing to it. Roughness. And this could be cool. Let's see. Oh, this looks kind of interesting now. That was like having the reflection of the phone and the light coming through it. Yeah, this is starting to look a little interesting. What I had in mind. I mean, the square beneath it looks not so nice right now, but how the light passes through it is kind of cool. I think we could use it to make a gradient, so kind of like that maybe. Oh, the metallic doesn't actually do that much. Okay. Ah, this is starting to look kind of cool. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Ouchie shokie. Ah, then we also have this. Ah, yeah, that's cool. We have this like double reflection from the Solidify here, which also helps to make it look more realistic, like a real glass plane. Maybe I'll give it a bit more roughness. And I mean, Edward, I know this is a completely different direction of what you had, but maybe you like it.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I
Okay.
can go with a different theme too, yeah.
Just trying to make it. Oh, if we place it directly, nah, it's too much. Well, maybe settle like this. Yeah, the settle like this is kind of cool. I just don't like how the bottom here is so bright right now. Let's try to put it on the side. It's kinda... Ah, this kinda looks nice with like the reflections we have on the phones. Yeah, this is kinda cool. Maybe we can duplicate this and do something similar over here. Actually, I think what we need to do is make this more focused by doing this as a spot, and like focusing it more on the actual objects. That way it should be a bit more focused on what we want to light. Yeah. Yeah, that definitely helps. Yeah, that definitely helps. Okay, so do that. It's kind of cool. Okay, so I think this kind of layout we have of the objects now is kind of cool. Definitely still there's definitely still space for improvement, but I think it's a cool direction. That's we don't need this one that much actually. It doesn't add much. It just muddies the focus a little bit. I guess we could use it in the center, like give spot to the center. Yeah, kind of like a gradient towards the center. What happens if we do... Oh yeah, if we color it like the phones, that's actually pretty nice. Yeah, I think that feels pretty nice actually. Smug Snook. Is it called Smug Snook or Samsung? Or Samsung? Or Snack Snook? I'm just playing, y'all. I know it's Smug Snook. Okay, yeah, I think this looks kind of interesting. What we're gonna do now is show off the back of the phone here. I think I'm just gonna use the same lights. Let's see if that works. Definitely need to increase the size so that it's not so harsh, yeah, like that. Maybe we should actually do that for the lights below here too. So it's not like just a point light. Actually, they probably don't need it though. Oh, this one might need it. It's too soft now. Okay, that's cool. This light doesn't need it. It's maybe a bit too bright now. Okay, okay. It's kind of cool. Let me point this light on there. This is kind of nice. Yeah, this is kind of nice. Just less intensity. Even less. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Actually, maybe we want to like have a little more like a harsh cutoff. That way it feels more directed, kind of like this. Yeah, kind of like that. Like make it a little soft. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, okay, and then I want to slowly reintroduce the lights that you added. To like, get a little bit of reflection happening. Okay, these ones. Not adding much. I guess like having an overhead light like this is kind of cool. Especially on the screen here. That looks very cool. I just think it needs to be much weaker. Even weaker? No, looks kind of strange. Okay, I want it to be on the phone, but not... Oh, maybe with the spread. Just 20 degrees, 50 degrees. I guess this works. What happens if I put 0 degrees? Then it's just like, oh yeah, this is kind of like what I wanted. Okay, cool. So I can put this over here, and then we can increase the softness with the degrees. Marisa's gotta go. See you in the next class. It was nice to learn from you, Cow School. Yeah, thanks for joining. I'll see you next class tomorrow. Then, right? Tomorrow we're gonna have a really cool another interview with Peter Franz. It's gonna be very interesting. Okay, it's a bit much. Yeah, we need to shape this light a lot to make it look like we want it to. So I don't want it to light the Samsung logo actually. Just like a little slit. Yeah, kind of like this. Yeah, so the lenses get a little bit of light on the screen here. Yeah, we got a little bit of that. Yeah, I mean, I think this is starting to look really cool. Okay, what else? I mean, there could be like little reflections. Let's try to like add some cool little reflections. Oops, no. So I want to add a light there. Area light. Like, very small. Put this to the 3D cursor so we can move it around the center. Yeah, I want to add like tiny cool reflections to the phone like that, like some cool highlights. Maybe this should also actually be a spot so we can cut it off easier. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Hell yeah. Maybe we can give the Samsung logo also... Wait, what's the shader? It's kind of a weird shader. I don't know why is it so noisy. I'm gonna just try to like put a normal principled BSDF in there. See how that looks.
Actually, there was a car paint. That was like a bit noisy.
Yeah, it was a bit... I don't know where that noise came from. It's a bit strange.
It was like kind of flakes which are present in the car paint just for the shininess it gives. So yeah.
Does it already have some bevel? No, right? Okay, let's add some bevel to it. What's this? Auto smooth. Ah, right, they replaced it with the geometry node, yeah. Geometry, clamp on the right. Oh, beautiful! Beautiful. Oh, there's something's breaking in there. That's annoying. Can we fix that? Oh yeah, this fixes it. Okay, cool. That's cool, okay. Oh, there's something else breaking here. This part. Right. Boo, 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 boo. Something is weird with this. What to see here? Ah, okay, now it works. Ah, I see what's happening. Okay, yes, all of this is nice. Okay, I think that's fixed. Yep, cool. Samsung. Actually having a little bit too much light on the Samsung for my taste. Can we... I mean, like Blender has the feature of like light groups now, right? But light linking. But I'm just used to not having that feature, so I'm kind of like doing it without, even though we could use it. I guess it's fine. Oh yeah, I wanted to add some additionally cool reflections here. So yeah, that cool. That's pretty cool. And I want some on the left here too. And the top here is pretty cool. I guess yeah, a little bit down there would be nice. That definitely looks better if the phone gets a little bit of light here too. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, the Samsung gets a little bit too much light now though. Actually, yeah, it's a bit too much light. I want it to stay a bit darker. Yeah, I don't want this one to light on the Samsung. So I'm gonna try to like make it higher. Maybe decrease this. I guess I could put a light blocker. Oh wait. What is this? Why is this so dark here? Is this a geometry thing or? Yeah, this dark spot here looks a bit strange to me right now. Let's see if it's a light thing. I guess it's a light thing. Maybe we just need another one of these. Down here. Yeah, this looks kind of cool anyways. Yeah. I like it. KV1. Edward, what do you think of this?
Yeah, like that's a whole different vibe, but yeah, I started to liking it.
Yeah, very different direction.
Yeah.
Did you have any like specific? I mean, yeah, I guess it's a very different direction, but like, did any specific kind of like input? What we could try out with this?
I mean, like the thing which like maybe some imperfections, something like that. Everything looks so clean right now.
Yeah, that's
That's all.
true. That's true. It's very, very, very perfect. Oh wait, is the logo floating? Is the logo floating above it?
I guess that's a paint displacement something. The shader displacement thing. Yeah.
That's strange it is. Why does it look like it's... Why is there a shadow?
I guess there's some sort of displacement in the shader. That's why it's like going down maybe.
Ah, wait. Is this glass? Is this glass? Because like... Huh. Yeah, I'm wondering where there's a shadow of the Samsung logo. What? If I move it a little bit, the shadow disappears. It's so strange.
Yeah.
Well, okay. It's fine. Imperfections, you say. I mean... we would need to get some textures, like some fingerprint textures and stuff like that. Let's see if I have that in my hand right now. Effects, video effects, textures. I guess we could get just a shader with some imperfections, and then just like yoink the textures out of that one. Oh, I haven't installed BlenderKit on this version now. Let's see. Install. Oh, is BlenderKit actually part of the extensions now? BlenderKit? No, not yet. Okay. Let's start from disk. I'm not sure if I still have it. I don't. Okay. Need to download BlenderKit. The best add-on of them all. Oh yeah, talking about BlenderKit, in the school resources, what was it? Resources. Oh yeah, here. In the resources there's also BlenderKit, and I actually have an affiliated link. So if you go and get your BlenderKit that way, you get 10% off, and you also help me get a little bit of money through that. So yeah, if you get BlenderKit, please do it through this way. Let's see. Okay, got it. And your APA key. Okay, I'm also gonna get my key real quick, so I can use all the materials. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's find some imperfection. That looks pretty nice imperfections. There's a lot of stuff in here. Let's see. It's all procedural. The easier way would be if we had a texture that we could just yoink. I think I had brick. I had a texture that had a lot of imperfection shaders. Plastic. Blego. Yeah, Blego has a lot of cool imperfections. Blego. So, we got scratches. We got more scratches. Fingerprints. Nice. That's some metal. It's all procedural. I guess we can just get the fingerprints for now. Yeah, let's get the fingerprints. I'm gonna use it on the phone shader first. Let's see. That's a lot of fingerprints. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I also don't have Node Wrangler. I need to install my cool add-ons here. Wrangler, Node Wrangler? Is it not? Is it part of the add-ons? Ah yeah, here we go. Node Wrangler. Okay, cool. And then I just want to put this value into the scale so I can control that more easily. My viewport is not updating though. I think I need to restart Blender. The render seems to have crashed. Yeah, Blender crashed. Let me open it up again. Oh, did we get a new submission? From Eric. Ah, damn, Eric. Okay, I'm gonna look at your submission tomorrow, okay? Today is already the time. I'm over time already. So I'll look at your BMW submission tomorrow. If you like to, I would also like to get the project file, if you can send that to me. I see there's no project file yet. So yeah, that would be really cool. Okay, here we go. Something's off with my GPU. That is strange. Huh. Yeah, Edward, I don't know what exactly is up right now. I think I'll call it the day for now. I'll send you the project file over so you can play around with the imperfections a little bit. But yeah, I hope this new direction helps you in some way.
Yeah, I'll definitely try this. Maybe this project file was like mainly made in Blender 2.9. So yeah, there could be a lot of problems with the shaders, I guess.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Then everybody, thanks for watching. I'll log off for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Peter Franz interview at 17 CEST, and then we're gonna do the Create Together again after 18 CEST. So yeah, have a great day. Have a great night.